In this video, I want to look at the issues involved in displaying products or items in a shopping cart using WordPress. So here, for example, we've got a page where we had created a layout where there's an image on the left and then we had some text on the right. Pretty straightforward for creating. In fact, let's go and create another one right now and just see what we did there, just to remind ourselves. So we're going to call this Special Summer Plate. And we're going to say that this plate looks great on any summer setting. All right, there's our text. And then remember what we did was we aligned the image over to the left. I'm just going to go and find one right now from our kitchen stuff that we're going to grab here. And this is a plate. And what do we grab here? That looks nice. There we go. Okay, we've got ourselves a plate. And what we're going to do is we're going to now insert it. Now we want it aligning to the left. We're going to grab the medium-sized version of it. We don't need a link to it at this point. We'll insert it into the post. And let's not forget to do this. This is going to be hand-painted plates, let's say. All right, we're published. We're up and running. So it was pretty straightforward. Let's go back here to see it. Pretty straightforward to get a nice looking layout here, but things get more complicated when you start getting into shopping carts because this information over here is pretty bare. I need to have things like a price. I may have a model number. I've got a list of features perhaps that I want to show. And of course, I've got my add to cart button I'm going to want in there. How do I arrange all of those items? I mean, I could just put them right underneath this text and they could just sit there, and that may be one way to do it, but usually we like to have a bit of a structure. It's what I call the problem of consistency. We need to figure out a way, first of all, to make everything display the same way. And then, that's what I call controlling the layout with HTML. And then we want to control how it's input. And that's a further problem because even if you've got a consistent layout using HTML, you need to make sure that it gets in there consistently. So for example, our post here, if I go back and I look at this, let's say, for example, I forget to align this properly, or I've got someone else on staff is doing it for me and I send them in to add a new product. They may not align it properly, for example, or they may forget to put a button. They may put the button first and then put the text, right? You want to be able to control both of these elements, both the way the layout looks in HTML and then control how people input it. And that's what I'm going to be covering in a couple of videos, is ways in which we can do this. Now, some WordPress shopping cart plugins are going to solve this problem for you. The more sophisticated ones will do this for you, but a lot of them don't, and they leave it open for you. And that's good in a way because it gives you a lot more options too, but it does involve a bit of customization to varying degrees, varying levels of skill in HTML and style sheeting, and we'll look at those in the coming videos.